Saquon, what's this last game about for you in terms of pride, professionalism, commitment, all that stuff?
The season's not the way we wanted to go, but we still got a chance to finish the season strong against a division opponent, against a team that we struggled, in recent years, struggled against in recent years. So that's what really it's about. Everyone knows in the NFL, everyone that's in those meetings and in this locker room, it's going to be a totally, completely different team next year. So last opportunity, last shot, we get to do it together, and our goal is to go out on a high note.
Do you ever think about this being your last game with the football Giants?
No. Obviously, that's a possibility. A lot of that's out of my control. So for me, I kind of just try to keep the main thing. And like I said, the biggest thing is this locker room and this team is going to be completely different next year. So cherish the moments and go out there and try to go off on a high note.
What would you think if they franchise tagged you again?
If they franchise tag me again, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think any player wants to get franchise tag. Sometimes the franchise tag is, a placeholder to be able to work on a deal later. In my case, it wasn't last year. If I got tagged again, I think I'll give you a better answer or talk about my emotions in that time if it does happen.
I know you haven't been able to negotiate during the season, but have you gotten any inclination that they want to keep you? Has anything changed in that regard long term?
No, I have no idea. Only thing that I've talked about that was brought up to me is when trade deadline was around, I was told that I'm not going to trade it. So that's the only thing.
So the minute the season ends, you can start talking to them again. Do you plan on going to them and talking? Waiting to see what they come to you? Or?
Obviously we have exit meetings, and I definitely have that conversation with them. Probably would just be more I feel like that I handled this situation the best that I could. Obviously, as a team year, even as an individual, with the ankle injury, didn't go the year the way I would want to. But I feel like it would be the right thing to just shoot me straight, let me know what it's going to be, and let me make my decisions and move on from there.
Is this a place you still want to be next season?
I've mentioned before that I wanted to be a Giant for life. That was a goal of mine when I got drafted. Wanted to leave a legacy here, but it's out of my control. I truly have no say. It's really up to those guys upstairs, to Joe and all those guys, and they got to do what's best for the team, and whatever they feel like is best for us, for me, for the team, then they're gonna make that decision. But me sitting here saying, I want to be a Giant for life like I did last year, it doesn't help or doesn't hurt, so I'll just leave that up to those guys.
Is there any party that'd be interested in just seeing what the market would bear, if you were able to hear from 31 other teams?
For me, it wouldn't be more of just seeing what the market would bring. I'm confident in myself that I feel like if that did come to a situation where I did hit the open market, that I would be able to show what I would be able to bring to another team, and I also want to continue to show what I'm able to bring to this team too. Do a fresh start crossed my mind. I guess anybody, when you look at the season the way it went, I feel like everybody would want a fresh start. Not just saying somewhere else, but just a clean slate. But that's how I look at it, to be honest. If I did hit the open market, hey, that's how I was God's plan. It was for me to get another opportunity, and to continue to try to create a legacy for myself with my football career.
How much good football do you feel your body still has in you?
To be honest, I feel good. I feel really good. Just it's a tough year. Tough year for individual, tough year as a team, as an offense. There's a lot of excuses and a lot of things I can say, but for me, I feel like that. Finish this game off on a high note, come out healthy, and get back to the drawing board, get back to the off-season, and find things I could continue to work on to improve my game.
Saquon, you haven't done a lot of winning here. This team hasn't done a lot of winning. Do you still think you can win here if you stay here?
Yeah, I feel like not even if I stay here. I feel like sometimes in some franchises you go through a really, really tough patch, and in recent years and years before me, it's been like that, and this is something got to spark, something got to change it, and you will love being drafted here. You would love to be one of those guys and be one part of the reason to be part of the teams that do it. But like I said, it's NFL, and this place and this organization, they do it the right way. From the people in this building, training staff, coaches, strength staff, all that. They do it the right way from top down. So the time's coming. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be here for that when it happens. I would love to be here for that. But if I'm not, like I said, I have nothing but the utmost respect for top down.
How much did you learn going through the whole business side of it last offseason? That were you doing anything differently or approach the negotiations just maybe your camp?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, the things I'll probably approach is be a little more proactive, and especially with sources and stuff that come out. And I kind of was like that towards the end of the negotiation process. But really, is when I'm gonna do more, just focus on myself, trusting my team, and just let them handle everything. And that's really what I'm gonna do. That's my mindset, is just keep the main thing, and give everything to my team, and whatever happens.
From the outside, people look at it and say, you're 6 years into your career at a grueling position. You've never had a chance to truly hit the open market, which any of us, can do in our jobs, right? You've been restricted in your earning window, and people say it's too late, for you to truly capitalize on a second lucrative contract. What do you think about that?
That's a loaded question. I feel like
do you
that.
Think it's too late, or?
No, I don't think it's too late. I don't live with that mindset. I don't live with that thought process. I do know that if I'm a strike, I have to do it now. This is really probably my last opportunity to get a second deal, and then after that, the way they view running backs and the way they treat running backs, it's not really ideal if you're looking at it that way. So yeah, I would definitely love to be able to get a second deal and be able to do it. Unfortunately, it's not in my control, and that's really just, it's not even a me problem. That's just a problem. That's just what happens in NFL with the rules in NFL, what they're allowed to do. And if you're a first-round draft pick, you can be on a contract for 4 years. They can pick up your fifth-year option, and then they could tag you twice, and that's 7 years under one team. So, and then after, it depends how you age, they can really do whatever they want with you. That's the unfortunate part of the business. But for me, I feel like that there's still a lot left in me. Not that there's a whole bunch lot left in me. I try to look at the backs before me. A lot of backs play to their 30s and plus. So, I feel like once you allow yourself to even have that mindset, you're just doing yourself a disservice. So I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep going until I can't no more.
How open are you to getting something done before free agency? Because you said obviously this is your time to strike, and that gives you an opportunity to show what your value is. But how open are you to doing that beforehand?
I'm still as open as I was before. Like I said, I just want something that's fair and that makes sense. That's really it. I think I was open and honest about that last year, and I still stick by that. But like I said, I get it. It's a business, and if it's not here, hopefully it's some other place.
Saquon, you've mentioned legacy many times over. How different is the legacy you've built now than the legacy that maybe you thought you'd have? And I would imagine, are you as proud or even more prouder of what you've been able to do to this point?
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to just process that question again. I definitely feel like that. I didn't think in 6 years I've only been to playoff one time, or I would have tore my ACL my third year. I feel like that I went through a lot of adversity, and I feel like that I never folded. I feel like every time I get knocked down, I got back up and kept fighting it, and that's going to continue to be my mindset. And I think that what I want to be, I've said it openly and honestly, I want to be one of the best running backs to ever play. I want to be one of the best running backs to ever play here, and all of that's still out there for me. That's how I truly feel. So that's the mindset I'm going to continue to have.